for a touchback. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Fields now to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
First down, here's Mitchell.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
Straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Another run with Mitchell.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Bears. There he goes, right side. 30. 10, 5, and they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Lance. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off of play action, here's Lance. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Let's go. Triple 38.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. It completes it once more to Anderson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Elijah Mitchell.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And all the way down to the 9. 65 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Well, Raheem Mostert, we know the story, from special teamer to postseason hero. All he needs is a little bit of space, CD, and he can do the rest.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Fields going to hold on to it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Bears have moved out in front.
Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here's Fields. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Matt Rule not a big fan of that last call, and he's going to go ahead and challenge it. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 5 now. Fields. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney from 19 yards away. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Dancing to his left. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
A give here to Mitchell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Right back to Mitchell here. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
They accepted the risk, and it was rewarded. What a catch on 4th down to create a first down situation. But one more time, what a catch.
What a catch. It was close, perilously close to a turnover on downs, but picked up the first.
How about getting his feet down, though? That's footwork.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Fight, 97.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell.
Already his second touchdown here this opening weekend.
And the Panthers are back within a score.
Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Fields on first down. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Panthers 14. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On play action, Lance. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing now is Lance. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And Lance's throw here into the hands of Moore. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Again, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
And cycle. Blue striker. Long red. Flag 2. Set.
Lance looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. In motion left here, Marshall. Lance looks to throw again. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
A final shot before half for Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Panthers first down.
Throwing on first down is Lance. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Opposite. 3.
Moore, the man in motion. Try the right side with Mitchell. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. Touchdown, Panthers. O.J. Howard, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. He returns the punt 60 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Fields on 3rd down. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll send a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 12. Fields. And he'll just get rid of it.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down in double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now a play fake. Lance. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Lance now on 3rd and goal.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gonzalez's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up the key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Cole Kmet,
35 yards.
and the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Bears 45, Panthers 31. Carlos Santos to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Here's Lance.
And he rifles one incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Here we go, set.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And this one's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now Lance throws the interception, his third.
Picked off by Dane Cruikshank.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Now Fields going to keep it running left.
The 20. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 10-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
90 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football and get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Well, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Here's Fields on the sneak.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
Here's Fields on the sneak.
Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd and 7, Lance. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31. A 2-yard gain.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Let's go.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
On first down, Lance.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game,